What's up, pipe smokers? How y'all doing? Matt playing Harlow here. Sabanelli. Fiamata. Frog Martin. How y'all doing? Doing pretty good. Down here enjoying me a pipe. Figured I'd stop in and see what was up. Because there's nothing else to do. Because as you may be able to tell, my power's out. Got a candle going. So bear with me on the video quality here. It's been off and on for a little while. Power went out about 2 hours earlier. Come back on, he's like, yeah, sweet. Thought it was just on the farm. My phone was dead. It's been a mess. We got a bunch of snow today. We got drifts of like 6 and 8 inches, but there's probably maybe 3 inches of fill total, maybe. I don't know. So I come home and my wife, she had an incident on the farm road and ran the car off the road and about flipped it and got it back up and everything, back on the road. So everything was all right there. Didn't mess up the car, didn't mess her up. So everything's good there. But it was just nasty. Roads were bad. Just got up this morning, it was snowing. Made a video. Y'all may have seen it, Corn Cob Tuesday, people. Weather really wasn't that bad. It was just snowing. Snowed a lot this morning. It was about 35 degrees. And then temperature dropped 20 degrees during the day. And all that snow turned to ice. And it was a mess. So anyway, got her back on the road. I was still at work. She didn't call me until after it was all said and done. One of the maintenance guys got her back on the road. She got back home safely, so that was good. I said, stay at the house, don't leave. I'll be home in a little while. Left work a little early and come home, hopped on the four-wheeler. I got all the horses taken care of and played around a little bit on the four-wheeler. Just had to. It was cold, but I had to. Come home and I was ready for a nice hot meal and I had plans to have a nice hot. She was cooking supper. I said, just stay here. Ain't no sense both of us being out in this nasty, miserable cold. I'll do it. I'll do the horses and just take a little bit longer me by myself and you stay here. So she was cooking supper. I come home. She said, why don't you go ahead and hop in the shower and supper will be ready in about 20 minutes. I said, okay. I said, I don't really want to take a shower right now though. I said, I'll wait until after we eat. And about 45 seconds later, the power went out. So good thing I didn't go to get in the shower. And it was out to around 8 o'clock probably. Come back on. Been on for about 45 minutes and then went out for about 5 minutes. Come back on and then went back out. But either way, after when the power went out the first time, I was like, our first instinct was, is the supper going to be done? And no, it wasn't. She had some barbecue bacon wrap, barbecue chicken thighs in the oven and some scalloped potatoes. And they didn't make it, so we couldn't eat. I started to make a sandwich. I was like, well, I'm not too hungry right now. Maybe we'll get the power on before too long. We have a lot of power issues out here on the farm, between the houses and stuff. And power normally go out about 5 or 6 times a year. And because there's so many trees, it's all woods. And back by the houses is all woods anyway. And we have a lot of problems with trees falling down on lines and blowing transformers and crap. So I got all my coveralls and all that crap back on, jumped back on the four-wheeler, went down in the field behind the house and started checking transformers. Before I did all that, I called electric, and he's like, yeah, there's no reported outages. So I'm like, okay, cool, it's just the farm, no big deal. It'll be on an hour once I find it. I always go out and find them, and then when the electric guys get here, the farm manager will meet up and we'll find it. And we've done it so much, I've gotten pretty good at finding them. And so I'm looking at all the transformers and all the lines. Everything's good. Buddy stops me. He's like, man, it ain't just us. It's everybody. I'm like, crap. So I get back on, look at the outage, and everybody's out. All surrounding areas. I'm like, that sucks. So I come back home. Power come back on maybe, I don't know, an hour later. Supper was still okay. She fired the oven back up, and it was good. Everything was safe, so we had supper. Sitting down, getting ready to watch the UK basketball game, and the dish didn't work. I'm like, great. So I said, I'm going to go downstairs, smoke a pipe, and then the power went out. So I said, let's make a video in the candlelight. So here I am, power's out again. Hopefully it'll come back on soon. If not, we will be screwed. It's 8 degrees right now. Last time it was cold, this cold, with power and heat, water lines froze in our house, in the basement. So, if the power don't come back on, they're going to freeze again. So I'm definitely going to shut the water off tonight if it doesn't come back on. But, anyway, so it could be worse. I'm sitting here enjoying a pipe. Kind of hanging out my candle. My wife, she's upstairs reading a book with a flashlight. With the dog, so we're just kind of taking it easy and relaxing either way, but what have you, so. I'm smoking like I said, my Savinelli Fiametta. It's a beast, but it's a good smoker. It'll be even better smoker when I get a new stem made for it. I'm going to have a new stem made, I do believe, from Savinelli. When I get around to being able to afford that, I'm going to send it off. And this is a nice pipe, but the stem's got a little bit hole in it. But I've got a softy bit over it, and it kind of covers it up and doesn't really affect it much. Very much at all. But the stem's really bad, oxidized. And I'm probably just going to get I guess they'll make a new stem or fix this one, I don't know. But I'll send it off to them eventually and get it fixed. Because I got a good deal on this pipe. And for my research, it's a second. Actually, from Smoking Briar's research, this is a second from Savinelli. Fiametta means straight grain. For it to be a first, it has to be perfect. The grain has to be absolutely perfect. And apparently this one is not. Looks pretty daggone perfect to me, but apparently there's something that's not perfectly straight. So they deemed it as a second. And according to Smoking Briar's research, seconds are selling for around $200. So I got $15 pipe right here. That's what I got in it. So I still did good. But I liked it to be perfect. Back to proper smoking with the fixed stem. So I'm definitely going to get into that eventually. Just not right now. But I hadn't smoked it much because I'm, want to get it fixed. But I was sitting there, I said, I haven't smoked this hardly any. I said, I'm going to fire something up in it. So I got some Throckmorton going on in there. Oh, look, see? I'm even ready for the basketball game. Check it out. You bet I can't watch it, huh? Look. Yeah, I just want to holler at y'all, see what's going on. I'm getting very excited for Caps. Meet up this weekend in January. Looking forward to that. It'll be a blast. So I'm going to bounce on out of here so I can save some battery on my phone. Hopefully the power will come back on soon. But y'all keep at some mucker on and we'll holler at you.